15-minute time block is just going to fly by. Have you prepared a formal introduction?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, if you're all right, I'll go ahead and start the stopwatch, and then the floor is yours.
My name is Shelby Fenstermacher. I am 14 years old, and I will be performing Camping Trip by Abby Nodden. This all started because my dad seems to think he's always right. He was right when he said that our family vacation wouldn't be a normal camping trip. I had never been camping before, so I wasn't really sure what I should expect. Actually, none of us had been camping before. That should have been my first warning sign. This wasn't Dad's first grand plan. Last year, Mom decided we should go to Florida over Christmas. Dad worried that we would miss the snow and decided to pack some in our suitcase. Mom was not happy to find her clothes soaked with melted snow. And the year before that, Dad decided to hold his own fireworks show. But when we got rained out, he moved it into our garage. It was okay. The fire chief knew where we lived. And why did we have to go camping on Memorial Day weekend? I wanted to go to my friend Lauren's house. Mom tried to opt out. You two need some father-daughter time. It didn't work. Dad was excited. I wasn't. I'm not the outdoorsy type. I'm the let's order room service type. I don't know what I ever did to nature, but it really seems to have it out for me. I can't even go outside to get the mail without being bitten by a bug. We needed camping supplies, so we went to the worst place to be on a holiday weekend, Walmart. The camping department is all the way in the back of the store. Now that's no problem when it's not a maze of carts trying to decide which aisle to go down. It took us approximately an eternity to find the camping gear. I thought that was the hard part. Apparently we were not the only family needing camping supplies this weekend. There was only one tent left on the shelves. It was open, disheveled, but on clearance. Dad was excited and started filling the cart with one of everything. Dad, whatever you do, don't forget the bug spray. Got it at the bottom of the cart. Don't worry, your old Pop's got you covered. I have no idea how, but we managed to fill our cart from the single picked over shelf of camping goods. The checkout lines were atrocious. Dad spent about 20 minutes trying to decide which line to choose. There's always one line that's faster than the others. After Dad had thoroughly examined the checkout lines, we moved into a line where I'm pretty sure everyone was paying with pennies. I've seen faster lines at everywhere. After checking out, we wheeled our cart out to the parking lot. Somehow, once we got to the car, the supplies had somehow expanded. I was left with about an eighth of the back seat, which is not enough room for a human to exist in. Dad assured me that I would be fine, as it was only a 3-hour drive. We finally made it to Camp Wakatikihaha. Note to self, never go camping at a place you can't spell. The parking lot was empty. That should have been my second warning sign. After an hour of hiking, we made it to a small clearing. Dad said, "What a wonderful view." Why are all wonderful views uphill? I thought Mom was going to pass out. Dad started to put the tent together. That's when we realized why the tent was on clearance. The instructions were in Russian, or maybe Klingon, and half the tent stakes were missing. No problem, since we didn't have a hammer either. I found a rock to use, and after about 2 hours we had something that resembled a tent. Or a grounded weather balloon. I turned around and Mom started freaking out for no apparent reason. Later, I learned she had walked into a spider web. While flailing, she knocked off her glasses. They fell and broke on the rocks. So much for the beautiful view. Next, we tried to build a fire. Tried and failed. We ended up eating the beef jerky Mom had picked up at the last gas station. But that is not the worst part. You see, I didn't realize you have to go outdoors. like behind a tree. We didn't even pack any toilet paper. It was getting dark and the mosquitoes were starting to show up. I reached into our backpack for the mosquito repellents, only to find it wasn't there. Dad, I thought you said you brought mosquito repellents. I did. Well then, where is it? Got it right here. Dad said he had me covered, but with the amount of mosquito repellents in that sample bottle, he couldn't have covered our hamster. I had it. We had beef jerky for dinner, no fire, and I was about to get devoured by mosquitoes. I tried climbing into our tent. Turns out a bat had the same idea. I tried to get out, but the zipper on the door got stuck. I screamed, which only scared the bat. Mom was no help without her glasses. Finally, Dad managed to get the zipper unstuck and let the bat out. That's when we turned and saw Mom. I wonder how a kitty cat got up here. But it wasn't a kitty cat. Mom was crouched on the ground, calling to a black and white skunk. Even Dad was scared now. Panicking, he threw the leftover beef jerky into a nearby bush. Surprisingly, it worked. Who knew skunks like beef jerky? That was the third warning sign. We were not meant to camp. I put on my best puppy dog eyes. Dad, can we please just go to a hotel? I'll even order room service. Dad agreed. We stumbled to the car in the dark. Dad and I took turns leading Mom because without her glasses, she couldn't see where we were going. Finding the car was easy enough. The parking lot was still empty. As we drove around looking for a hotel, I figured other camping trips hadn't panned out either. The first 2 hotels we went to were full. When we got to the 3rd hotel, I threw open the curtains to see what kind of view it had. Our view was of none other than, get this, the packed Walmart parking lots. To be completely honest, this might have been the craziest family vacation ever. I might be glad it's over, but I'll never forget this vacation. I don't think any of us will. My favorite part was the room service. It tasted great.